So I'm here at Seafood City. This is a Filipino supermarket. Let's see what some of the things they have here are. So here at this Filipino market, I always look for things that you don't typically see like at the regular American grocery stores. At least that's where I'm from. So here you have watermelon seeds. I don't remember seeing these. What's kind of cool too with Filipino markets is they share a lot of foods with other cultures. So like for example, this is obviously not Tagalog. That is either Japanese, looks like, or Korean. So a lot of the things that they have, they do share with other cultures. But let's see what are other items here that you don't typically see. So also to a part of the Filipino diets, they eat a lot of coconut. So like finding dried coconut strips like that is pretty common here, not too common in American grocery stores. So this is one of their bigger stores here, and like I said here, so you can see here this is a lot of this is Japanese, so they've got a lot of Japanese drinks, even though this is a Filipino store, and they always play loud music. So I'm trying to talk a little louder so the music doesn't interfere. Another thing too that's really popular is tamarin. It's a drink that you can get at most Filipino stores. Mexicans also drink this as well. Mango is very popular, and if you ever had this one here, guanaba, it's kind of sour, but it's a really good drink. And then obviously you have stuff like coconut water, which is really popular. One of the other things too that you find at a lot of Filipino stores is something called ube. It's right here, ube. So ube is like a purple yam they put in a lot of their foods. So as you can see here, this is literally a loaf of bread, but they put ube inside of this loaf of bread, which is really interesting. So ube is really popular. You'll find it usually in a lot of other random items. So like if I walk over here, these are ube coconut macaroons. So you can see here that they put the ube inside of this as well. You've got your traditional bread. So here's another one. Look, that's a giant loaf of ube bread. So like I said, ube is really popular. Look, you got an ube cupcake as well. So lots of ube in a lot of their products. And then like I said, they love coconut. So coconut's in a lot of the stuff as well too. So you got like coconut jam, which is really popular. And yeah, so these are some of the popular things here. And then I'll show you guys what's really popular is their seafood section. I'll show you all here. So usually the seafood section is real popular, and they'll have stuff that you don't find at regular stores. Like I think that's a flounder fish, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's a milkfish. Okay. So you got milkfish here. This is baby milkfish, and usually they keep the fish whole. Usually like at American stores, they chop off the heads, but here the whole fish is whole. But what makes it really popular is the fish on ice area, which I will show you right now. Let me show you the fish on ice section. So, like I said here too, you have more of the ube. These are like ube, kind of like candies. So like I said, the ube is really popular at the Filipino stores. So I'll show you guys right now what that looks like. So this is what really makes the Filipino stores really popular, is usually the food on ice. So these are prawn or shrimp. So it's popular to have it fresh on ice, as you can see here. Here you have striped bass on ice. Oh wow, they even have parrotfish. To me, these fish are too pretty to eat because of the coloration. But these are parrotfish on ice. And then you've got white bass. And then catfish, which are bottom feeders, are very popular amongst many people. I wouldn't eat them because they eat anything that goes to the bottom. That's why they're called bottom feeders. Which is interesting because catfish do not have true scales like other fish. So they're kind of separate from them. Let me show you more of the fresh fish section. Here you have tilapia. So you've got tilapia here. And as you come around here, you've got silk snapper. You have sea bass. You have white perch fish. You have mullet. And then these are baby tuna. Baby tuna. So this is what makes them really popular. And then what makes them really popular too is they sell live crabs here for food. For me, I feel horrible for them, but this is what people eat. They like eating this stuff. So here you have live crab. So these are live blue crabs here. Yeah, I couldn't eat this stuff. These are live blue crabs. So as we come along here, we have big-eyed scod. That's why you see here there. Let me see if I can show you guys some of the other interesting stuff here. So these are Norwegian mackerel. And then what they'll sell too is these are blue anchovy. These are herring fish. These are sardine. Then you've got clams. And then you have large, I don't know if those are prawn or shrimp. And then they've got live black mussels here. Yeah, so they've got all this. And then here you've got jumbo squid. And then they got fish head. This is, I guess they eat the heads too. Yeah, so that's kind of some of the stuff you'll find in the Filipino markets. So it's very different than traditional American stores just because of the live fish and the fish that they put on ice. And then they also sell stuff like, for example, they'll sell whole lobsters here like this. Lobsters and seafood are very, very popular. Octopus as well is really popular, as you can see here. Those are octopus. Look, this is octopus, beak remove, inkless, gutted. So, I guess eating octopus is very popular. For example, too, here, look, they have frog legs. So they eat a lot of stuff that culturally most of us would not eat. Obviously, the clams are really popular. Shrimp, that used to be my favorite food before I found out they were not for me for eating. So, like I said, remember I said ube is really popular. You have the ube again, and this is like a rice porridge ube. So you find ube in pretty much everything, which is really interesting. Here, you have squid, calamari. This is squid. This is crispy baby crab. And yeah, so this is some of the stuff here you find at the Filipino markets. But usually it's their whole fresh food section that's probably the most different, just because they put stuff on ice. Again, here you've got mussels, a lot of seafood. They eat a lot of seafood. Lots of seafood is eaten here. I remember I said the ube is real popular, so they even put it like, look, this is ice cream, and even the ice cream has ube in it. And if you look, a lot of the different brands of ice cream have the ube. So this one's got ube in it. That one is ube cookies and cream. This is ube macapun. Ube macapun. So ube is in a lot of their products here. So that's what kind of makes these stores, I guess Filipinos like eating ube. But yeah, this was the Filipino market. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll kind of just do a walkthrough tour so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. All right. So let's do a walkthrough tour now. I'll just kind of walk. So here, obviously, you've got a lot of drinks, beers, things of that nature, which is a common kind of sight to see. So here's another example of stuff you don't really see. So like here, they have the whole fish put into like, usually like in American stores, you'll have the body, but not the head, but they put the whole fish in there. And then you've got these kind of like dried, headless. Yeah, so seafood is a really big part of the Filipino diet. And then at most Filipino stores, you'll have like a section over here where you can get all of their different types of foods. So you come here and usually the people will allow you to like, you can order food. This is like their version of order foods. So this is a grill city. So that's what's really popular here. And then you have your everyday vegetables and fruits and things. So here you've got sweet potatoes, purple yams, things like peanuts. These are banana apple. I've never heard of that. I wonder why it's called that. Banana apple. This is Thai banana. Interesting. I wonder what the difference is. And I've never had Thai banana. At least I don't think so. You obviously have your regular bananas. And then you have your everyday fruits and things of that nature as well. But let's see what kind of interesting fruits and things they have. So here, this is a Filipino eggplant. Filipino eggplant. This is Chinese eggplant. Okay, so the Chinese eggplant's a lot shinier, and the Filipino is a lot darker. I would love to know what the difference is if someone out there knows. And then here you have bitter melon. Okay. This is chicharrones, I think. Oh, fish crackers. Salt and vinegar flavored. And like I said, you got the whole food area, which is basically where people come and eat and hang out and do their stuff. And then over here you've got your cabbage greens. Here you have upo. I'm not sure what that is. Upo. I'm gonna have to come here and just try all this food one day. Here you've got mini watermelon. This is typical fruit you see. Obviously a lot of coconut, because coconut's really popular. Let's see here, what's in the section over here. So here we go. So this is fried baby bangus. I guess it's some type of a fish. Okay, that's what it looks like when it's not fully fried. It's really interesting. And then here you have pork chicharron. Pork chicharrones. Mexicans like eating that stuff too. And then, like I said, remember they share a lot of cultural stuff with other cultures so these are Japanese if I'm not mistaken. And they've got a whole section of just Japanese drinks that are Japanese in nature. So, yeah, this is all Japanese in nature. So it's very interesting. I really want to try some of this eggplant stuff. Maybe I'm going to have to take the time aside and buy this stuff and make it so I could see what the difference is in trying this type of food. But yeah, this was, and here's bok choy. So this was basically the Filipino market. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you're from the Philippines, what part, and what are some of the foods that you eat that you don't find culturally, and what dialect do you speak? I didn't realize the dialects of the Philippines are so different that sometimes they do not understand each other. I speak Spanish, and for the most part, well, my Spanish isn't that good, but for the most part, all Spanish people can understand other Spanish people. But for the different dialects of the Philippines, I didn't realize they're entirely separate languages. So anyhow, thank you guys so much. Hope to see you soon.